What a beautiful morning. Sun just rising in the southeast over the Humber. Here is the starting point of the Wolds Way. The start of the adventure, the start of the journey. Please enjoy, like and subscribe. Hope you enjoy the subsequent episodes of the Wolds Way. It will be a fantastic journey through Yorkshire on to Flythrough. It goes through woodlands, dry valleys, steep-sided dales. Starts off on the Humber Bank. The Humber Bridge is the main focal point with its majestic span across the river. Let's continue. Look at that bridge. What an amazing feat of engineering that is. So it's a very good path now all the way to North Ferriby beside the Humber Bank. It's also good for cycling. Oh, look at these. New flood banks, gates, stop the flood water swamping the developments. To the north of the towers there's a massive anchor point and a heck of a lot of cabling that used to go backwards and forwards from tower to tower as it built it thread by thread. Humber Rescue lifeboat station. There's a lot of there's not carpet, there's a lot of car parking around here and it doesn't. Today is December the 25th. Work that one out. Here's the old windmill. Pause if you need to read it. Ah look, shows the cranes on top of the towers, how it grew. It's all about the Humber Bridge, opened in 1981. Don't forget to pause. There's also toilets here if needed. So along here we go onto a path. There's the acorn sign. depicting the National Trail. Yorkshire Wolds Way, North Ferriby, 2.5 miles. Seems to go onto the beach here. Luckily it's not muddy, unlike at North Ferriby where it is always muddy. This is a restaurant here. Sometimes it gets flooded from the Humber. Quite a low tide at the moment. Humber Bridge already receding behind us. And there's Lincolnshire across the water, where the Viking Way is. I'm also doing a series on the Viking Way if you're interested. You can see the chalk pebbles. So we've now gone up from the beach onto the bank where there's a better path. Quite a contrast along here, walking through woodlands. Not for long, we'll soon be back on the Humber Bank. There's a pathway into Little Switzerland. Another photo point.
La la la. La la. La la lily. La la lily.
Hello again.
All the best.
Relax and enjoy the view. And there's North Ferriby with the poles sticking up. Cement works across the river, that's South Ferriby. The Yorkshire Wolds Way then continues along the Humber Bank. It's now very foggy and tranquil. You can hear the lapping of the waves. Just listen to that. So atmospheric. At this point, I strongly suggest you do not continue along the Humber Bank to the plantation because it is extremely slippery and gets very muddy. I tried it a few weeks ago and it was treacherous. I mean, if you fall down on those rocks, you'll really hurt yourself. And the mud is very stinky and full of sewage. Not advisable. You just climb up these steps to a nice little car park and continue up through North Ferriby village. Pretty much straightforward. I'm sure there was a sign here showing the diversion route, but I cannot see it. Now we're leaving the A63 behind. And into the plantation. We now follow this plantation into the Cubs and Scouts camp. It's very nice along here, gradually uphill. I only walked it a few weeks ago. Hope you are enjoying the route so far. It now gets much better as you enter the Wolds, the true Wolds, not on the Humber Bank or through the town. So from this point it gets very, very nice, and it goes through woodlands and down into beautiful valleys, dales. So please enjoy. This is the Melton Scout Camp. And down here we cross the Great Gutter Lane. Straight over beside a quarry, Melton Quarry. Up the other side on a chalk track. Bit foggy today. Quite a pull up here. You can sometimes hear blasting from the wrecking quarry here on a weekday. Blasting takes place. Boom. Yorkshire Wolds way goes left here, down into Welton. Cream telephone box, but only in the Kingston Communications area. Old mill. So here it goes up through a delightful Welton Dale and onto Spout Hill. So it's gradually uphill, very pleasant, a few ponds on the right, lots of woodlands and a lot to see. It's part of the Welton Dale estate. And here's one of the ponds that feeds into the Welton Mill. Lots of freshwater springs come out of the hillsides around here. A typical estate house of the Welton estate. Reminds me of the houses on the Bucklesby estate in Lincolnshire. Now that's an unusual slidey clangy gate. Ooh, quite exciting, but not the same as the Lincolnshire ones, is it? It's a kissing slider clanger. Ooh. Ah, it doesn't slide. Moody hillside in the mist. You're a film star. Sounds are very different when it's foggy. It's very quiet. But yet the nearby sounds travel far. Boxing Day today, so there's quite a lot of walkers around, making filming very difficult. Continue uphill. Drip, drip. All the trees are dripping, but it's not raining. Path narrows. Hillsides are getting less. Must be getting towards the top of the dale. There's a mausoleum somewhere around here. Here we go right. Here we go left. Through the hedge. Onto more muddy paths. It's a bit foggy. Drippity drip, drippity drip. What appears from the fog? The junction post. I believe we go left here. Public bridleway. Then we go right. The track goes into the void, into another dimension of the fourth unknown. What will we find beyond? What will be there? Dun 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 dun. I think we will find a junction at some point to the left. There's that. Trees, I think, emerging from the fog. How mysterious. Shrouded in clouds of the stratus kind. Well, it's quite easy along here. The mud is less. Just little patches for easy walking on the tops of the rolls. A very rude tree. A big tree as well. What a fine specimen. All by itself. Down here we go left at the crossroads. Wolby Lane. This for west. This track goes to the top of Spout Hill and it drops down to Brantingham. Normally fantastic views up there. You can see as far as Wensleydale, across to the Pennines at Leeds, all the power stations and southwest towards the Humber. But not today. Today it's clag. Straight on. Thanks for coming along with me today. We now continue along the roadsway onto Spout Hill towards Brantingham. It's still foggy, the trees are dripping like crazy, but there is some sign of hints of blue sky above, but I don't think that will emerge. Passing South World and down Spout Hill. About half a mile down, and then we go right onto a path into Brantingham Dale. Brantingham Church. Beautiful, isn't it? So it turns off the road and signed South Cave 2 miles. Oh, it's a clangy gate. Woo! Look at this. It's a proper green clangy gate. Listen to this. Whoa, amazing. This is a lovely part of the Roseway, but it starts going up very steeply shortly. Still the dripping trees. Mixture of conifers and deciduous. Nice varied woodland. Looking back, bit of a hill up here. Hope you're enjoying the walk and not finding it too difficult. Hope you're having a nice cup of coffee. Oh yeah, it's very interesting, this bit. It's like you go to the top of here, then you go straight down again. It's a col. So there's a hill on the left and a hill on the right. Drop down this way and drop down the other way. So it's like on a weather chart. Whew. Don't see many cols on the Yorkshire Wolds. Not like this anyway. Oh, I feel those muscles now. Been doing a lot of walking lately. Muscles are getting quite tight. Not complaining. Feels good, but it also feels bad. You know what I mean if you do exercise. Right, here's the top. And there's a kissing gate. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Whoops. It's got a latch on it. Look at this. It's splendid. So at the top, hill that way, hill that way, and we go straight down into a deep, deep valley. Right, time to put my hood up. Getting a bit chilly. See the chalk path? 2 walkers down below. And that's the hill we just come down. You can see the electric wires going into the fog. Now beside this farm and into Dale with a W. W-O-O, Dale. I love this bit. Even when it's foggy. So, right, path goes down further into Dale. There you go, there's a sign saying Dale Estate, private. We go this way on the Yorkshire Wolds way. Oh look, new steps. So straight down and up the other side. A clangy gate. Wow, proper Lincolnshire style one. The sun. There you go. That's the bottom of Dale. Bit slippery going up here. Clangy gate. Eee. So happy. The slopes of Dale. Quite a long hill, this one, up above South Cave. Looks like we're getting towards the top. Right. So now it goes down to South Cave, just before South Cave anyway, and crosses over a relatively busy road and up the other side. So due to the fog, I'll see you at the other side. That concludes episode 1 of the Wolds Way, which took us from Hessle to South Cave. Hope you will join me on episode 2 that'll go from South Cave to Goodmanham. Thanks for joining me, hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment and subscribe. It really helps the channel.